Well, good morning. Welcome to our team meeting today, November 18th. Can you believe it? A week away from Thanksgiving. The year's just flying by. We'll wait for a few people to get on here this morning as our participants. Have a great meeting, packed full with some exciting things. We got a great queue of leadership. So we're excited to have you on and to get started. I'm going to kick my PowerPoint off. Norman helped to set this up, so you guys will get an opportunity to see it. You guys all see my PowerPoint? My beautiful business partner.
Hey, Chad.
Your photos today. Yes.
Use the second one I sent you.
Okay, is this the first one?
That's the first one.
Okay, hold on. Let me stop sharing. I had it here. I had it all queued up to go. Hold on, bear with me as you guys get on. Could play music as we're waiting as our participants. Thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. We're getting this up and running. Gonna wait for a few more people to jump on. Find the right PowerPoint is always important.
Always fun.
You think since doing this since March that we would have it down and be a simple process, but no, that's not the case. How's it going today, guys? We were in the middle of in a ALC leadership piece with Gene Frederick. I don't know if you guys know, Gene Rivers, excuse me. Great guy, shares some great stuff on wealth building. I always love to listen to him and just makes it really exciting. Okay, I got two here. Hopefully this is the right one.
Yep.
Yes, it is. Okay. All right. Well, we got a handful of people on today, and we got some exciting announcements. And so we kind of take it away. Andy, you and I are going to share something. So I want to just go back and tell you, running a Keller Williams franchise in a brokerage is an interesting process. And so, when Andy became an agent in the office, what year, Andy, did you become an agent at Keller Williams? You have to take it off.
Sorry, I muted myself. That was 2005.
Yeah, 2005, you became an agent, right? And you were an agent for how many years?
2.
You were an agent for 2 years, and then you had the opportunity to step into the team leader position. And so I want to tell you a little bit of the story because I hope you know we're passionate about this market center and growing forward. And yet the challenge of running a market center is you always got to be innovating. You always have to cast a vision and move it forward. And so part of this today is sharing a little bit of the story to kind of cast a vision. Okay, so you step into the team leader role, and Keller Williams was this franchise was at the top in the beginning, right?
No. The market center was, as Sylvia Hook nicely put it, sleepy.
Sleepy, yes. So what was it like back in the beginning? What was our market share, and what was critical to moving this brokerage forward?
We didn't really have any market share. We had, our biggest team or agent at the time, I think might have done 10 million, and that's a might.
Yeah.
We just didn't have a place. We're market center number 25, so we've been around a long time. And the leadership that had been there just didn't have, I guess, a big vision, big goals, just weren't driven for what it could be. And so when I came on, I was told you just go out and recruit some talent. And once you do that, others will follow. And, I didn't have anything else to think different. So I said, okay. And so that's what I set out to do. And I just got in business with some great people, and things just started falling into place.
Yeah. So, and then you sat in the team leader role for how many years? 8 years?
9 years.
9 years. Okay. And then you recruited me. I have a hard time saying no to Andy, and that's how I found out in the role, and that kind of created our leadership. Now, before that, she did recruit me to be an agent. I was the rookie of the year. That was in 2007, 2008, and it kind of just sprung us forward. And then, so I think this is going on 7 years for me and the team leader. The joke that I say, right, is I've resigned 3 times, and Andy goes, I don't want to listen to anything. Just get your behind back in there and go grow the market center. And so what I tell you is, some of us in the partnership and the family that we have with agents, it means a lot to us. We're passionate about this market center and moving it forward. And we're even more excited about where it's going. Yes. Are we in a competitive time? Absolutely. Are you in a competitive time when it comes to running your real estate business? Yes. Do we live in a tough market when it comes to commissions and all those things that we fight? Yes. And yet what I'm telling you, I hope you hear, is everything that we got forward is to give you the tools and systems that you choose to grow a really, really big business, right? And so no one in this succeeds alone. And so what we're excited about is, the one thing that I've learned around on my journey is building a great leadership team. And so one thing I could tell you, I went back because somebody asked me how many active leaders that are in the Keller Williams system today that are out doing things. And the count that I had was 7 that were active today, meaning that we've come to have a reputation in this market centers, helping people come in and grow them, live in abundance, and go off and do some great things. And with that creates more opportunity. And so what I'm really excited about is to announce is that we're not just going to hire one assistant team leader. We're going to go and hire 2 people to help us. That's just based on our side and our need to really service and help us grow. And so these are familiar faces to all of us, but we're excited to announce that moving forward on our leadership team is Nimesh and Verna are going to be joining our team and forces and helping. Obviously, you've seen Nimesh show up in the technology in a big way in the market center. Verna has been on the ALC and shows up. She's passionate about moving forward. And I just love the addition to the team that they're going to bring and their insights. And they're not yes sir, yes ma'am people, by the way. And that's what makes it exciting to us, right? They're here, they have a passion to move forward and help you as agents really grow a great business. So I just love to you guys just step on, welcome aboard to the team, and just share a few thoughts with us this morning.
Wait, before they do that, can I say something?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say, meeting with them too and talking about what their vision is and why, that was the question. Why do you want to do this? I was so impressed at their heart for Keller Williams Southwest and for the people and for the things that they want to implement to really serve you and to, help you grow your business and grow the market center. It's pretty exciting. And I think we're very fortunate to have them join our team.
Absolutely. All right. Who'd like to kick off?
Ladies first.
All right. Ladies first. He says, Verna, share a few thoughts.
Okay. Well,
Nothing
I'll take that.
Tell us.
Oh, nothing scripted at all. So Chad is absolutely right. Well, first of all, just Andy and Chad, and I just thank them for this opportunity. I am literally excited about this. And she's right. This is my passion, to help others and to help people grow into what they are looking to be on purpose and in purpose. So I'm excited to step into this role and help you guys out as much as I possibly can. Chad is right when he says, I am not a yes, ma'am, yes, sir person. Who knows? He might be kicking me out of his room or his office in a year's time. But we're ready to rock things up, shake things up, and get you guys where you need to be. I'm going to pass it over to Nimesh.
All right.
Awesome. Well, Verna, he can't kick you out the door if I'm actually blocking the door, right? So no
That's
worry.
right.
I got your
That's
back.
right.
You're gonna hear the same resonation coming through from what Andy and Verna just said. I am truly humbled by the opportunity. Appreciate you guys for allowing that, or seeing the same vision that I have. So I truly appreciate it. looking forward to growing in this role. That's for sure. Cause you know, growth is everybody should be willing to grow in no matter what position you're in. That being said, I know most people are probably just overlooking my look, thinking, hey, I just threw another tech look on, but I'm actually wearing this t-shirt on purpose. You may not be able to read it, but it says, no one succeeds alone. Okay. And I truly believe that. So, you know, whether we're here to provide you the tools or the digital platforms to streamline your business, or it be hands-on with leadership and support staff, you know, just to know that we're here for you, okay? And, you know, my doors are always open. I plan on being proactive and not reactive. And so, you know, just know that we are here for you, and let's succeed together.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're excited to have your team. I think you both bring an expertise, a perspective, and a vision moving forward. And so when you see them around and get it, we'll do some more posts. We're doing it here, but congratulate them and welcome aboard as well. So excited to have them. All right, moving forward, we got some more news as we cast our vision. One of the things that we look really hard at is leadership, is making sure that we run the most competitive model that we can, right? Keller Williams is never going to be the cheapest, and yet we're not going to be the most expensive. So when Gary Keller started Keller Williams in Austin, right, he was running an office. It was a 50-50 split with the agents. And one day the agent showed up, 7 out of the top 10, and says, we are going to a competitor. At that time was RE/MAX. And he goes, this is just not the best model for us. We love you. We love the education training. It's too much. And they would just go to basically what we'd call a monthly fee. And yet that's what started the CAP piece for us as well. And so after a lot of research and hearing a lot of things where we can be most competitive, this is guerrilla warfare. I mean, we go look at our competitors. We go look at costs. We go to Krista and go, Krista, run the spreadsheet. What would this look like? Because we want to make money and we want to protect profit share all at once. And so our announcement for us to be competitor is we're going to lower our cap from 18 to 16,000. We know that we've had some agents who were on grandfathered in years ago at the 16, and yet you'll be, doesn't mean we don't appreciate you. Doesn't mean this will always stay the same, but for today, we're moving it down. So as of January 1, this will take effect, meaning that if you cap in December, it's still at 18. You go, do I get a refund? No, you do not get a refund. We are not going to adjust our team and buyer's cap. We still believe that we're highly competitive with our buyer's cap in that arena. And then so anybody joining to us as well. Now, if you come to us and say, hey, Chad, I think our cap's still too much. I don't know if you know about this, but we have a tool that's called the disappearing cap, right? You really don't have to pay anything to us as you produce. And that's the opportunity to reduce your cap to zero. So if you refer any agent to us who's a $3 million or more producer on MLS, you say, why 3 million? That's just a good way, because if we're discounting and giving away our money, we feel comfortable with the 3 million. We verify that on HAR. They join, and most importantly, they need you as a sponsor. That just grows your profit share as well. So it's a 1 year, and yet at the same time, it really moves you forward on profit share. You need to notify the MCA department, and then your next year's cap, when it hits your anniversary date, that'll go down 25%. So basically you're getting paid $4,000 if you're a capping agent, right? And there's no limit. You go, Chad, I brought in 5. Well, 4 will work for the next year, and then it'll continue on moving forward. So let's go back and recap to make sure I articulated that, because sometimes people will not understand it. Krista, what should I have said differently, or what did I miss saying that's important for our agents to hear?
Well, first, I just want to highlight, our goal is to just create the most awesome market center for our people. We love our people. We believe in our people, and we want to bring the best value possible. So here we are talking about lowering our cap. With doing that, we're also bringing in additional services as an extra just wham this wow effect for our agents so that they're paying less and they're getting more. So as an $18,000 cap, and I think there's an extra zero in there, it was not 180,000.
Yeah.
So with that, anybody at an $18,000 cap, on January 1st, your cap's going to be reduced to 16,000. If you've already capped at 18,000, you'll see that reduction on your next anniversary year. Because if you're already capped, you're already paying 0% to the market center because you've capped. So you'll see that on your dashboard once your cap resets. For everybody else, if you're not currently at your $18,000 cap, you'll see it change after the transmittal period in January, and it'll go to 16,000. And Chad, I did not list on here, but we also have a special offer for all of our agents, even those at 16,000. They go, well, what's in it for me? We actually have a 2080 election.
So how do I qualify for that?
You have to have at least, what was the production we agreed on, Chad?
3 million.
3 million in production. You come to me or Chad and you say, hey, I would like to exercise a 20% split with the office. I'm a capper. I'm at 3 million in production. And so on your anniversary year, I'll come and reduce it. Instead of a 30% split, you'll be at a 20% split. And that'll be good as long as you would like to keep it and as long as you continue capping with the market center. Because if you're going to cap, for us, it doesn't really matter as much when that cap comes in. It's still the same cap. So we're happy to reduce that for you, give a little bit more flexibility. If you want to keep it at 30%, great. That means you're going to cap faster. I know we have some people who they would prefer to just cap faster and get it over with. So, but yeah, I just love offering this to our people and I'm super excited for what it's going to do to their business.
Absolutely. So we're excited about the opportunity to be competitive, right? Sharing more. And actually, while we're doing this exercise, we were coming back going, how do we provide more value to you ever before, right? A leadership team and having leaders that are willing to step up and pour into you is really important. Having an opportunity to say, hey, I want it less than that, then help connect people to us. We're here. There's nothing like reaching out. I mean, I got a call yesterday of somebody going, hey, call this agent. We had a long discussion. They pick up the phone and they answer. I mean, it starts that process so much quicker. You can disappear your cap and they're going to name you in profit share for years to come. And it's an agent that we want to be in business with.
By the way, those agents that used to maybe put up a little resistance because our cap was 18,000, guess what? January 1st, it's now going to be 16,000 for all those new agents as well. So you have those cappers that are in your network, your database that would be a great fit. Reach out to them.
Okay, awesome. If you got any questions or comment, don't hesitate to put them in the chat room as well. Now let's just go along. We want to talk to you a little bit. Nikki's going to share some things. I know I've shared this in the past, but we think this is a great opportunity to support you, right? Where do a lot of agents get bogged down? They get bogged down in the transactional piece, right? I was telling Andy the other day, she was dealing with a friend's transaction. I'm like, why are you even messing with the paperwork? Just throw it off to this system. So Nikki, would you go back to it? This is a system called gottransactions.com. We've rolled this out to a handful of agents in our market center. It's been working well. They're going to work really well with our MC department with Krista and Jared as well. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that department. But Nikki, give us a quick little overview on how to get about this and why to use it.
Absolutely. So thank you. First of all, congratulations to Nimesh and Verna. Welcome. I'm very excited to work alongside with such great personalities and talent and that we share all their visions. So yes, we talked about GotTransactions a while ago, but it's good to refresh it. So it is exclusive, Chad, to the market center. So it is exclusive to our market center and signature. So we can guarantee that the people that are actually handling your transaction are well aware of everything that needs to be known about compliance in our market centers. So you don't have to worry about that. It's very easy to register. You just have to go on gottransactions.com. It's a free sign up and you're going to have your own profile. You will have to share your credentials, right? For command.loop.har and showing time. And as today, we offer 4 different plans. the all-inclusive, that it's basically from your listing appointment to the closing table at $249. You have to pay upfront $100, and the rest $149 is going to be taken as a deduction from your CDA. And that's why the transactional coordinator is well aligned with Krista and Jared on how to get that done, so everything is going to run smoothly. For the buyer's contract is $149, and from the day of the execution of a contract to the closing table. Then we have compliance only. We understand that switching from Dotloop to Command have taken some time from our agents to lead generate or be out there and go into appointments. So we said, okay, let's take it off their plate and let's let the people that do it every day take care of it. And it's a $69. And then for the people just like me, like I mentioned last time, that are not very good with their English or they don't want to waste their time on doing the MLS and the description, we offer that as well for $49. So everything is there. On the website. I would invite everybody to take a look at it and see exactly what is done by the TC step by step, so you can get a better understanding. But as Chad mentioned, few agents in our office use this service already, and they have been pleased with it. And if you have any question whatsoever, please feel free to reach out to me. I will be more than happy to give you more information about it.
Let me give you a little background because obviously this is a system that Signature and Houston Southwest have partnered together to build. Nikki is kind of the licensed piece and overseer of this program as well, and yet we are using virtual assistants to help us to be able to deliver on this cost. Now, that being said, I know we have other transaction coordinators that you can use. This is just an option. You are still willing to use them. They're going to give a little bit different service than this, right? Their costs are a little bit more because they're going to be a little bit more hands-on along the way, but it's an option for you moving forward. Okay,
Yeah.
Great. All right, Greg, we're going to switch it over to you. This is something that Greg, if you don't know Greg St. Ford, he's been working in our marketing department, just using a little bit of the committee and helping share the vision of the market center as well. And he is, he's sat in the role and he's discovered some things. And here, I'll give you a little bit of overview. Some people just do not want to deal with the marketing. They just want you to do it for them. And so an aha that we had, this is a few months ago, we were sending out a flyer where it was just a plug and play, right? Just here's the flyer, put your logo in it, put your contact information and do this. And the agent goes, oh no, I'm so confused. I don't want to do it. That's neither right or wrong or skill. It's not what you did. And he goes, just give it to me and I'll do it for you. And so he's going to walk us through a little bit of a system. Obviously, he's not going to share it all, but this is a marketing piece. It's a concierge service for you. He's created a website and everything through from a listing to a buyer consultation, to websites, to logos, to marketing consultation, and there is an additional charge for this, by the way, right? We're lowering your cap, but it's very affordable. So Greg, give us your vision on this. Do I have him? All right, I lose him. He's on mute.
And I was going off.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but thank you, Chad, for that, giving some context behind it. And to add on to it, that's been like such a normal thing since I've started at the office. So I started working with the office back in January. So, we have let's say a nice data set of different requests that agents have asked, from things on social media, websites, flyers, just simple, what may seem like a simple task, but may not be the task that you should be doing when you could be out there making phone calls. So like basically build a website and a platform for when you have specific requests for, it could be a social media design, it could be a flyer, it could be something for a listing presentation, everything from some standard templates that we have to your own custom designs. Because I know many of you like to have your own logos and your own color schemes. So we're gonna have a whole system to create that for you. We're gonna be pretty efficient. So we're talking about same day delivery for many of the services, and some services are gonna take maybe a day or two depending on what it is. And the idea is to be really efficient, get it to you really nice, well designed. In the beginning, we're not gonna include printing yet, but down the road, we're gonna add some printing services. So that way you can have everything delivered to you right away and you can pick it up at the office. So it's gonna be really cool. Another thing is we wanted to really push on the idea of, reaching out to us for a consultation. So many of the agents do one-on-one sessions with me to talk about their marketing strategies and goals. So we'll have a better system for that. So if you need to talk about marketing and your vision for what you want to do and put yourself out there as an agent, I'm going to be available for that as well. So we want to have this platform just to enhance some of the things that we've already been doing, but take it to another level with this concierge service. So it's called Agent Marketing Desk, and it's going to be agentmarketingdesk.com. I'll put the information in the chat, but definitely look forward to working with many of you. I've worked with many of the agents already regarding marketing service. So the idea is to operate that at scale.
Awesome. Because imagine a time you go, I don't even want to do my listing presentation. You call up, give us 24 hours. You go, here's the property. I've already downloaded all the stuff that we have. We already created your logo and your contact information. You can even put the CMA into it, and we just crank it out, and then we send it to you. Eventually go, you know what? We have a printed version sitting at the front desk. Just come by and pick it up.
Yeah.
There's an easy button, buyer consultation as well. But anytime you struggle with anything on the marketing piece, this service is just an easy button for you to hit. No longer being overwhelmed. Yes, you can go. We still have Michael Lewis Marketing Suite as a tool for you. Obviously, command and designs are fantastic. And yet I do know some of you are like, I didn't get into real estate to be a marketing expert. Would you just do it for me so I can go focus and get a better return on my time and investment? So to learn more about it, go visit that website and then connect with Greg as well at the same time. All right, Nikki, back to you.
Yeah, yes, back to me. So we also decided to facilitate things for our top producer agents or agents that are dealing with multiple buyers, especially right now, as with the interest rates as low as they are and all the buyers out there. We understand that agents might need showing assistant. So we have now, under the resources in KWSW25 website, a Google sheet with all the agents that have been vetted and they've been trained in how to properly show in houses that you can choose from. There is also an agreement that you will have to sign along with the agent in order to hire them. So it's going to be an easier way to find an agent that can show houses for you. Even if it is last minute, you can access the Google sheet over there and give a call to the list. Then, of course, you might find someone that you have a preference on, and we are all happy if you find who matches best with you, that can take a great care of your clients. So that's going to be a great tool to utilize.
Yeah, absolutely. And so just so you know, there's always a version and a need for this and a showing service. You could pay per hour. You could do a hybrid, or you could just do a flat, hey, you get this person to help us get this person closed. It's 10%. And we are also making sure we create criteria and standards for our showing assistants as well. We will not we just step into the door day number one and we're throwing them out showing properties. They're going to have to go through some criteria so you feel really comfortable with it as well. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Now go along with the open houses as well.
So again, is the same thing. We noticed that there were a lot of requests for hosts for open houses, and we all want to make sure that our listing agents have open houses run at a high level so they can get their listing sold and it can be professionally represented. So we have created an actual Facebook closed group, and it's going to be entirely and only dedicated for open houses. Again, for the agents that come from the PC program that are willing to be in that specific group are going to be properly vetted and trained accordingly. They're going to have to meet certain criteria. They will have to take specific classes and earn specific certifications. For all the agents that are veterans and that want to be in the group, absolutely, they will just have to ask to join. And for the listing agents, they will have to join as well. Reason being, as I noticed and with the leadership noticed, that on the KW closed group, there are posts for open houses, but then they get lost in the thread and it's hard to find them again. So we decided to have everything in one place and make it more accessible and easier. Keep in mind that also we want to make sure that the open house is hosted at a high level. So if for any reason a listing agent has a bad experience, please notify me. I'm going to make sure that the agent gets removed. And they're also at the top of the page, a pin on there. There are like the rules of the group. So we make sure that everything is run at a high level.
Okay, awesome.
Hang
All
on,
right,
before you
Krista,
move
back
on,
to you.
I want to, hey, before you move
Yeah.
on, I just want to make it a point, not to be a little bit of a negative ninny here or anything like that, but I do want to implore you, when these services are out there or this open house, I implore you, you guys got to pay attention to the groups, okay? The information is out there, okay? And occasionally we get the info that, hey, I didn't see it, or I don't know where it is, but it's been there, okay, guys? So just make sure you're proactive about it and you're scouring all that information. Okay, make sure you're on it, checking it when you need the support.
Okay, switch it over. Krista, talk to us about an MCA and just the vision of that program to better serve our agents.
Okay, well, first of all, I have to say we serve the best agents, period. The best agents in the city, the best agents around. We have the best agents. So we're so happy to serve them. With our increase in business, you know, Jared and I, and with you as well, we talk about how can we serve our agents at a higher level, make sure that we are getting what they need faster, making sure that it's accurate, and making sure that they get paid on time. And so we looked at this and we said, you know what, we can utilize two things. There's a ticketing system, which is it on the next slide, a picture of where to access it, Chad?
I don't believe so. Whoops, we just stopped that. No, it is not.
Okay, so on the kwsw25.com website, there's a little help button on the bottom right-hand corner. And when you click it, it gives you an opportunity to actually submit a request to the MCA office for a CDA change, a concession, or a question. And the reason we did this was I know that sometimes there could be confusion from an agent. Who do I email? Do I email Jared? Do I email Krista? Who's going to help me the fastest? And then we added a virtual piece to our office. Some of our agents have already met her. Her name is Karen. She has been emailing agents, sending them CDAs, doing revision requests, doing concession letters, and helping to follow up on closings for us. And so if you get an email from her, she's our virtual assistant. She's been catching on really quickly, working a couple of months with us now. And so when you go through this ticketing system, the request goes into a place that all three of us can see, with the goal being that it's going to be taken care of faster. And then once it is taken care of, you're not getting emails from, you know, some agents, they say, why don't I just email all three of you? Well, you might get all three of us doing the same task, sending it back to you. So in this way, it's only being done once, it's being done faster. And you don't have to question, who do I reach out to? This is one centralized place we can all go to.
Okay, awesome. Well, I hope you hear from that, the service that we have and the turnaround rate. Yes, we did have a very busy summer, and we did notice, right, our turnaround was not at the standard that we want. And we hold a criteria ourselves, and we were beating ourselves up. And there was an opportunity for us to serve you guys at a higher level. And obviously running a market center, right? We were doing this at such a high level, you kind of understand with it. Busy summer, but here's what we know is moving forward, there's going to be plenty of business out there for us to move forward. Focus on your strengths and your things that you're good at. If you want additional services and support, it's there. If you choose not to use it, it's okay too. This is an option built for you any way that you want to as well. If you're not using Command and Facebook to promote your leads and do that, get with the mesh. It's just a little bit of money, right? Some of you are going to get a 2,000 break. Don't just, hey, that's money for me. What could I do to turn this around and put it into my business? Could I use some of these additional services? And I hope you hear that we're growing into this. We're going to have some growth opportunities, right? Tell us how we can get better and how we can service you as well. So really thankful for the group. I don't know if we had any questions that I missed there on the side. Any questions that we might have missed?
There is a question. It says, will we be adding direct deposit for submissions?
Okay, great question. Krista, you want to answer that?
Sure. So we've been looking into a couple different options with direct deposit, right? So a few cautions that I've been taking is anytime you deal with money transfers, there is a chance for fraud. There's a chance for numbers to not be inputted correctly. Checks are still the most secure way to transfer money. Any of you that have dealt with some of the fraud with title companies or had clients that have experienced it, you know this. So we started moving forward with one company a handful of months ago and then had to put the brakes because something happened on the back end that just gave me some caution. So we're just kind of letting them work out their kinks before we push forward with that. So yes, we're still looking into it. We don't have anything live right now. We have been testing out 2 different systems with the ultimate goal that whatever system we do, it's not going to slow down processing time and it's going to be easy for our agents to use on the back end.
Yep. Okay. All right. That was me running through it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Don't forget about kwsw25.com is your resource for all things. We built that website. It's served us well. So that's a great resource place for you as well. Anything else that we might have missed moving forward? I hope you hear that we have an excitement and a passion of moving forward, of serving you at a high level so you guys can grow out and build a really big business. And not only that, build a profitable business that also helps you to build wealth too. There's going to be opportunities that come in 2021. We don't know how, but there's going to be opportunities, right? And here's an opportunity to grow a great business, a profitable business, look to build wealth as well. And we're excited to partner with you. Anything else? Andy, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I'm super excited about the additions to our team. I love the new programs that we're rolling out. I think the future is bright, it's just really exciting, the things that are going on. And, I want you guys to make sure you know that we hear you, and that's why we're doing these things. We know that we're growing, and with growing, there's pains, and we are working hard to overcome those pains and to serve you the best that we can.
Okay, awesome. Any other final thoughts?
Can I mention about open houses?
You're breaking up on us on your internet. Did you not pay the internet bill?
Have internet issues today.
No.
Can you hear me? I do need to mention a compliance thing with open houses. So we've had a couple of TREC complaints about open houses, believe it or not. So before you do an open house, you really need to double check with the city's ordinance for the placement of signs. I know that Fulshire will ticket you. And I know that some places in Sugar Land are very serious about the ordinances. Also the HOAs. Do not assume that most HOAs have rules about placing signs. However, we know that most neighborhoods do not enforce that. You need to double check. Just because you see other agents put signs up does not necessarily mean there's not a rogue member of the community that likes to police that. Greatwood is one of those places. If you are doing an open house in Greatwood, you may not place a sign. There is a rogue Greatwood resident who will turn us into trap. So please know that you do need to check and follow the rules and ordinances of the neighborhoods and cities that you are doing open houses in. Okay.
All right, thanks. She always has to come in with a compliance type piece as well. But that's something to look at as well. I think there's some creative ways to work around that as well. I think virtually making sure you place it on HAR. And then there is particular places, if you look in the city of Sugar Land, like Liz is an expert. She's had her sister come in who sits on that role. There is places that you can put them in, but they're very strategic. So just be aware of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But and I didn't think Trek would take that complaint very serious. Well, they took it extremely serious. Probably more serious than any other complaint that we've ever had. So don't just blow that off.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. All right. Any other final thoughts? Direction we're going, vision of the group, serving our agents. Any other questions come in, please feel free to, don't give up on us. We're not done yet. So stick on here. Anything else that we can help you with, or maybe we were unclear? Any final thoughts? I can keep talking here, by the way, too. So I'm never afraid.
Chad, I'll just add, you know, I've already said how thankful I am for the agents that we work with and the agents we serve. I'm also really thankful for our team, our leadership team, our staff. We have some really talented members on our team. I know we just added 2 more very talented members, and I'm just super excited to work with them. They're leading the way in these different areas, and, you know, under your leadership, just getting these pieces together for our agents so that we can run as fast as our agents want to run. And so I'm just very excited about that and what it's going to look like next year.
Yeah.
Chad, I'll also say that I'm actually also super excited about this. These changes are coming at a very pivotal time. And with everything that's gone on with 2020, if you haven't already gotten into a business planning clinic, either with Andy or the upcoming one with Jason Abrams, get in there now so that you can fully utilize the tools that are out there to help you leverage your business at a fraction of the cost. Because if you've been in this business long enough to know and have experienced some growth pains, the cost and the services that we're providing now as an additional concierge service for you to pick up and put down whenever you want to is significantly lower than if you went out on your own to try to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a little bit of an easy button too, right? Now, I mean, I got a text the other day, database and command and running it. See us. If there's a leverage piece that we can hit for you, let us know along the way. There should never be an agent in our market center that says, hey, I didn't get any help from this group. I mean, show up and be ready to play, and we're here to help you. And that's just from Andy and I, right? If you need something, let us know to anyone else on the team. Now, am I available 24/7? No, I'm not available 24/7. That's why we build the team, just like an agent shouldn't be available 24/7. And yet, if you have a need or something, I'm telling you, you have permission to wear them out, right? Greg should going, oh my gosh, here comes this agent again asking for it. And we say that in a good way, like go and demand some things for your business to move forward. We want to be in business with people that want to run and go fast to give you the services along the way. Are we perfect? We are not perfect, but I'll tell you, we are striving for excellence. If we know something we can do better, we'll do better. And we know moving forward with this, we're going to get that transactional piece running at a high level. We're going to get our marketing concierge service running at a high level. I implore you, get into command, right? It is a system that's going to be with us for a while. Yes, there's some frustrating points into it, but so is my iPhone. And what version am I on now? 47. I still have issues with it where my text messages all go away. I'm like, I just bought the phone. Or, oh my gosh, I downloaded the new software and something goofy shows up. I mean, welcome to the world of technology, and yet be a part of the solution, jump in. We got great teams to help it. And if I was telling you today, I would throw $100 into KW Command and pushing Facebook and campaigns and all that. I would do that tomorrow to generate activity. And we're here to help you.
Right. Let me actually to segue into that and take it over. I was going to actually just go directly to the Facebook group with this, but since it seems like we got a couple of minutes, I'd love to throw it in here now. Verna just name dropped Jason Abrams. I absolutely love him. So I'm going to start name dropping a little more. We have an opportunity in our region to have some big names headline a full day workshop of training. Okay, for our KW Tech, okay, and I'm gonna share the screen real quick so you guys kind of get the idea. It is during the holiday season. It's on December 11th, and it's called KW Tech the Halls. All right, there is a nominal cost to this, which is all going to be donated. Okay, I believe it's $25. You can go to kwtechthehalls.com for more info, or reach out to me. All right, I'll definitely get them on for you. Again, it's a full day workshop from 8:45 to 4 p.m. Jason Abrams will be on here as well. So will Jay Papazon and David Voorhees, and Marty is going to be on there. Marty Miller will be on there. And there is a whole schedule for it. Okay. So I don't want to take too much time, but it's definitely something worthwhile for you to get into from some of the, big names that developed or had a big part of developing this. So again, reach out for more info. I will put it in the, in all the different groups.
Okay, that's a great opportunity, right? Our tech is only going to get better. I know I've repeated myself. Andy says I repeat myself often, but when it's something good to say, this is the worst that our tech is ever going to be in this platform. And if you don't know what battle we're in for, right? Zillow is a battle that we're going to have to embrace and go after it. That is a real, what do we keep hearing? Brokerages, they're opening up in big cities. Right. And what are they doing? An agent, they're just treating you as a functionary. You're just a salaried employee and they're not going to pay you much, by the way. And that's not why I got into this business. I got in this business to grow a big business. Keller Williams has changed our lives, right? I love having my ride, my hitch to this ride, so to speak. That's kind of a farm saying, because we're going to power through it. Doesn't mean we don't have challenges. Yes, we got competitors to go after. I know our top people get calls, right? You should get calls. You guys are good agents. And yet we're in this to fight and be competitive and win at a high level. No one in Fort Bend County sells more homes than we do, right? I want you to hear that. No one sells it here. So collectively, we're on the winning team. We're moving it forward. And if there's things that we can do better, we will certainly do better. Show up and be feisty with this and saying, if I had this service, I could grow my business. And we'll see if we can figure out how to do that to support you. Okay, awesome. All right, we're going to turn it over. Please do not leave yet. We have our partners that we have is here. We got a new face for this meeting in Gene. And Gene is our home warranty go-to specialist company. So Gene, introduce yourself to the group and tell us what you have to offer.
Good morning, everybody. And congratulations to Nimesh and Verna. That's an awesome accomplishment. So you guys should be proud of yourself. And it's definitely a testament to the team that you guys have there at Keller Williams Southwest to grow talent within. So as many of you know, I'm familiar with so many people on the team. As I look at the camera, a lot of you folks I know already. So thank you guys for having me, and it's good to see you guys again. My name is Gene with Super. We are a Silicon Valley home warranty and home services company, for those of you that have not been introduced to us yet. One of the things that I've always talked about is kind of knowing your partners and really interview your partners. So a lot of times folks add 3 names to the list for home warranty, and I get the why behind that. But you want to know who those names are too. Don't just throw them out there randomly. Know who you're putting on there and why. What value are they adding to your business? If they're going to be on there, you're still representing them, you're still referring them. So you need to ask questions of your partners to understand what value they're going to bring for your clients. Something I try to do is always educate you guys about what value we can bring to ensure that your clients have a positive experience. A lot of what we do is feedback from the market. We got customer feedback, we got agent feedback about not wanting to have out-of-pocket expenses. So we changed our plans and made sure that we had coverages that included that. If somebody was more cost sensitive, we have plans that can incorporate that. But the big point is we want to make sure that we're getting the right size, right coverage for your client. So reach out to me if you have questions. Many of you have done this already. If you have questions about coverage, reach out to me beforehand. But one thing I want to touch on as well, and I haven't spoken on this as much throughout this year, but I've been talking about it more in the past couple of months, is making sure that you get the right information on the inspection report. So this is the big gap. I want to make sure that people have the right coverage and are covered once you have that inspection report. So if there's ever questions, if you ever aren't sure about if it's R22 or not, if they need to have coverage for that, if a temperature differential split is off and you're not sure if your customer is going to have coverage, reach out to me and I'll make sure to walk you through that inspection report. I actually put together a class for this. So if you guys are open to it, I'd love to bring it to the team and talk more about that, about how to look at an inspection report and make sure that your clients are going to be covered after closing. one last thing to go a step further. As a tech company, I know you guys are moving in the tech direction. So as a tech company, we're actually going to incorporate something called certified covered. So your buyers will actually be able to submit their inspection report. This is going to come out around Q1 of next year. They'll be able to submit that inspection report and be certified covered. This is game changing. This is what their gap is, where people don't know if something's covered, or they're going to miss out on a denial, or they have that uncertainty. This is going to be a game changer for your clients, and I'm really, really excited for that. And that came from feedback from our agent community. So we want to be a partner with you guys. We want to provide the best value and best service for your clients, and we're in here for the long haul. So thank you guys for having me. And
If they want to get a hold of you, what's the best way to find you?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you can call me. My number, I'll drop my number and email in the chat. So you can give me a call, text, email. I respond to it all.
So the name of the company is the same thing that hangs on the door, right? So you should never
super right there.
Super. So you should never forget the name of your company.
Right.
I don't know if that was done intentionally or not, or anybody else thinks that way. So when you're thinking about a home warranty, when you see that, when you enter in your code, don't you remember Gene? All right.
Yes, sir.
That was a free gift right there on your marketing. Greg going, that was not any good. He needs to go through my consultation. All right. All right,
Thank you,
celebrity title, take it away.
So hello, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm really excited this week. So you guys, I think I've spoken in the past about the changes that are coming up in our TREC contracts. We all know that there's a new contract class that we have to take, but something that did pass a while ago, and now it is going to be effective April 1, which would be title companies that will now be receiving the option period monies for your clients. So yay! And so it can be a little painful for us. We did already get with one of our preferred vendors, which is Zochem. It's an app in which you can electronically deposit currently your earnest money, and they are adding to that the option period money as well. So that's going to help us, because you will be able to do one check for both fees. So you'll be able to do it electronically through the app, as well as delivering the fees to the actual location. So that will be a benefit. Now, the other side for us, which we're still trying to work out, is how do we get the monies to your clients? So we'll worry about that. Don't worry about that. We'll take care of that for you guys, but it will be a benefit that your clients will be able to get a receipted option money receipt, as well as an earnest money receipt. So that's going to be great for persons who are interested in that. It does make a big difference, I believe, in solidifying your contracts and making sure you have your option period paid for, and that they're actually able to have something in writing that says they did make that delivery. So I'm really excited. I've been waiting for this since a while. I've been watching everything with TREC since August. So it's done. We're good. The writing is on the actual contract. I did include in the chat, and I'm going to press enter now so that you guys can see it. There's the hyperlink for the texasrealestate.com where you guys can actually see that. If none of you have seen the actual changes in the TREC 1 to 4 contract that have been proposed, just reach out to us. We have that proposed change as well, so you guys can be familiar with all that. But that's what I have, as well as, you know, happy holidays to everyone. We look forward to seeing you guys next week who are coming down to get pies. And that's it.
Okay, awesome. A big change on the option check. That we are happy for you to receive that, and that to be a
I know you're happy, Chad. I know you're happy that you guys don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah.
So April 1st, guys, April 1st, be aware.
Okay. All right, awesome. Okay.
Wait, so it's not a joke, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Just checking because of the release date.
Yes. All right. Reliant Energy, what do you have for us today?
Hello, my name is Elaine. I've been working for Reliant for 9 years. Okay, I'm your mover concierge, so I can help you guys and your clients to set up your electricity, home security. Also, I can give you phone numbers to set up gas, water, and garbage, and internet. Okay, so I'm glad to see more and more realtors are warming up to this program. Not only the realtor using me now, like this morning to send me a referral for his boss or co-worker. I mean, Tom. So yeah, but sometimes using my service, they give you an extra layer of the protection. Okay, like one time, there's a customer, he's trying to set up his commercial property, and then he gave me the address for 712, And then after I check, it's inactive ESID. So ESID is kind of like the social security number for the house. Okay, each house have a unique number. Then when I check it, I cannot set it up. Then I asked him to provide the ESID for me by asking the previous owner. But the previous owner don't have the bill. But then on the internet, they show up as the right address. So then I asked him to take a picture of the meter, and then he take a picture of that. And then after we check, it's 710. Then I Google it on the internet. The business, it doesn't belong to him. It's not the same name. So then I say, it's not the same name. He said, let's just use it. This is, since the meter is in the back of the commercial property, right? So then I insisted to ask him, let's ask the previous owner for the bill, okay? Then we asked again, and then they find out it's the other address, okay? Sometimes once for a while happen, the service address for the electricity a bit different than your mailing address, okay? So I mean, I take my time to Google something up and make sure it's agree to each other. So, I mean, for me, the people can text me, can take a picture. For the meter, it's really easy. Then you're calling call center. Yeah. Dale, thanks for your referral.
All right, awesome. Good job. Great service as well. Do not hesitate and hold back on using Yuli with Reliant. It's a great program to refer it out. And she is due diligent on working through that process. All right, AMCAP Mortgage. What you got?
Good morning,
for it?
everyone. Good morning. So a couple of things going on in the mortgage world. Last week, we saw that the stock market was really, really volatile. A day where it was up 1,500 points in a day. And then we've seen some correction in it. So rates temporarily went up, and then they've come back down to where they were prior to. You know, the talk of maybe a vaccine is a big conversation, obviously, in the markets today that's kind of driving what mortgage interest rates and the stock market is doing. One thing for agents to consider, and I've got a problem on an appraisal. And what we're seeing is that in order for some buyers to get their offers accepted, the idea is that we're going to offer over asking price to get that offer accepted. But the question that me as a lender or any other lender is going to have, will it appraise for that additional higher price? It's a big concern. I'm seeing agents that have the attitude, well, if it doesn't, then they've got the ability to back out of the transaction and still get their money out because it didn't make value. So I have a recent deal that came back. It was overvalued. I had that conversation exactly with the agent when we contracted on a price on a house. They offered 10 grand over value. The appraisal came in 1,000 low, but then when it finally went back to underwriting, the underwriter looked and said, you only have one comparable sale to support that value. Go find more comps to support it. It didn't happen. The appraiser went back, said there's no more comps for us to use. The appraiser mandated, the underwriter mandated that the appraiser adjusted the value down. Now our appraisal's gone down $7,000 from where it was. I'm 3 days from closing. The seller and the buyers are going back and forth with this conversation of what do we do? And again, going back to the agents, we asked right up front, do you have comps to support that? So the idea that just offering more money in hopes that the seller is going to drop is probably not a good business decision. Last minute, I've got moving trucks and utilities and everything else lined up. The people think they're closing Friday. Well, they won't be until they get this resolved and we are able to move forward. So I know that some agents are using this as a ploy to get their offer accepted. And then the other question or the other idea is that, well, it's an FHA loan and they're going to be required to drop to that price because if another buyer comes within the next 6 months with an FHA loan, we have to use that lower appraisal. So just be responsible to your buyers. I know you wanted to get their offers accepted, but going out and just writing offers doesn't do anyone any good. They potentially have lost, you know, inspections and appraisal costs and a lot of money potentially because the agents haven't really done their job to make certain that the house will appraise.
Okay, good feedback and information to be considered in just the competitive piece that we're in market as well. You know, I was sitting in the office, listening to Dale in the conversation, right? And he's quoting rates at 2.75 and 2.5. And somebody says, "That the best you can do?" And you go, "Oh my gosh, that is historical lows. You're almost giving money away." Make sure you put that in perspective for people, the opportunity that they have right now and the buying power to move forward. It is a unique opportunity. I mean, we're 2.5 and 2.75. That's just incredible.
Yeah, really,
Okay.
really incredible.
Yep.
Thank you all.
Yep. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much for the team as well. We're excited where we're going in the future. We're excited to be partnering with you. If there's anything that we can do to help and support, don't hesitate to reach out to the team. You got 2 new people you can wear out in Nimesh and Verna. So we're excited to have them on the team and move forward. But we see some really great things and we want to dominate the market. We want you guys to grow your business. And we also want you to grow wealth as well, right? We're in a great spot. And I'm excited for 2021 is going to bring some great opportunities for us. So don't forget, no matter what happens, everyone needs a place to live. People are not getting on a plane and going to Europe anytime soon. Or I told them, Nimesh, you're not going to India anytime soon, right? And so they have additional money and there's other opportunities that we can jump into it as well. And investing in real estate to us is still a solid investment. Okay, awesome. You guys have a great day. Thank you for joining us.